Yeah, hold on. Let me just start off real quick. Just in regards to Anthony, he does have an AC injury. We're still evaluating that right now. He will miss some time. How much time? I don't know that right now. And that's all I got on that situation.
Shane, is IR a possibility for Anthony Richardson?
Like we're still evaluating all that stuff. Once we get more information on it, we'll let you know.
Greg?
Yeah, Shane, I'd like to ask you two. One is, have you looked at these three injuries that have knocked him out and complained to the league about any of them, about the dirtiness or lack, if there was any on any of those three hits?
Yeah, I mean the one obviously had the knee, just a little bruise right there. We was fine from that. And then the other one, when he was running against Houston, just the guy, he tried to make the tackle and hit him, right there at the end. And then this one, just looking at the tape, I mean, guy made the tackle and came down on his shoulder. So I didn't think any of them were super dirty, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it like just in your shoes? You're there and you've got this dynamic quarterback and you're supposed to put this offense in and every time you look around, the guy's getting hurt and it's fluky. But anyway, just how frustrating is it for you to deal with this?
I mean, it's tough, when, a guy gets, dinged up like he's been dinged up and he's obviously a very, very talented player. And it's tough, but, we got a lot of faith in Gardner too, to step in and go operate the way he's been doing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nate?
Hey, Shane, just to clarify, when you say Anthony's going to miss some time, are you expecting Gardner to start on Sunday in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Steven?
Hey, Shane. Anthony, I mean, you drafted him with the idea that you would use him as a runner, obviously. But is there kind of an acclimation period for a guy to learn the speed of the game, the fact that Harold Landry can catch you from behind, a guy that big, and just how does that play into just how you make decisions on the field when you're, trying to protect yourself, I guess?
Yeah, that's a good question, Steve. I think, obviously we've talked about this before, but his ability to, do what he does and be a dynamic runner is obviously a big part of his game. And, he's had some huge runs in the games he's played and made some big plays. And obviously you never want injuries to happen. I know it's a part of the game. But, we got to just keep evaluating that stuff. And again, I say it all the time, but we just got to, continue to be smart with them, moving forward.
Kevin?
Shane, has surgery been ruled out at all, or is that still something on the table?
Yeah, like I said, once I have more information with you guys, I'll let you. I'll keep you informed.
And then when you went back to the draft process with Anthony, how much of their debate was there on 13 game sample size? Maybe we don't have the full injury stability picture on him, or was that even something discussed?
No, I mean, you just saw what he was able to do, his talent and his body size and what he could do. We loved everything about him. So we were taking him, yeah.
Raven?
All right, so this Sunday, you guys are going to have a rematch against the Jacksonville Jaguars, making your fourth AFC South game in the first 6 weeks of the season. I know a lot has changed from week one to where we are now, but what do you want to see from your team this week?
I just want to continue to see the fight that we've been playing with and the effort we've been playing with. Obviously, division games are huge, just like we had the other day. But to go on the road in Jacksonville, it'll be a tough environment, heck of a challenge for us. Obviously, second time playing them, get some time, tonight and tomorrow to put the plan together to go get these guys ready.
Dominic?
Yeah, Shane, you've said before it takes 4 or 5 weeks to kind of evaluate the identity of your team. With the quarterback situation and the injuries and everything, do you feel like you have a good sense of this team, and does that make it more difficult?
We're starting to get a good feel. Obviously, 5 weeks in, I think it'll take a couple more games, but just the way our guys are playing defensively, playing together. Obviously, the O-line is gelling and clicking, running the ball good. Our pass completion percentage is continuing to go up. but I like where we're at. A long ways to go. Still really, really early in this process. We got to keep improving every single week.
JJ.
Shane, the 3rd and 6 on the 45 on that 14-play driver, Gardner gets a 7-man pressure and he gets the ball out to Alec. Just what does that say about his level of preparation that he can go through a week of not taking reps with the ones and then be able to hit that play in a critical spot?
Yeah, no, it's huge. Just to see the leverage of the defense and the blitz they were bringing there, and seeing it and really getting back, over to Alec on that, and Alec making a huge play. Just seeing the leverage of the corner, knowing that he could get that ball out quick to him and get that completion. It was huge. Tremendous play in the game.
George.
Sort of related to what JJ just asked, but how different will this week and however long this period is for Gardner be, knowing from day one that he's going to be the starter on Sunday?
It'll be, obviously getting that, first team, reps, in practice this week with those guys and continue to gel. It'll be huge. I think anytime, you get those reps with those guys in practice, your preparation level is even better because you're clicking with those guys. So Gardner will go through the same process like he always does, but obviously he'll be getting the reps.
Chat.
Coach, along with that, you made it clear that this is going to be a work in progress with Anthony, just learning what he can do, how to use him as the season goes on. Is there some of that with Gardner too? I mean, you know what he can do, but now you've got to sort of see what he can do with this group, and maybe he grows the more he plays.
Yeah, I think with anything, the more you play, the more you grow. And, me being around Gardner for, 3 years now, knowing what he's capable of doing will be good for us, obviously, on Sunday.
Joel.
Shane, you had the 2 4th down calls. One you guys went for it. One you guys kicked the field goal. What went into both of those?
The one obviously taking the points there, and then the other one where we're down in there right before half. We're trying to get them to jump. They called timeout, saw the look, said, shoot, I think this thing's got a good shot to hit it, and didn't convert it. And that's part of the game, right? If it works, it's good. If it doesn't, should have took the points. But great job by our defense stepping up, holding them there on that 4th and 1, and found a way to win the game.
When a play, like, it was obviously the right play call, you got I think more than one wide open receiver. Do you kind of just think of that as like it was the right decision, we just didn't get the right result?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, obviously, like I said, when it works, it's good, right? And then when it doesn't, you always go, shoot, should we have kicked the field goal there? So, but yeah, it was part of the game. That's part of the game. You live, you learn, and you grow from there.
2 more, James.
Shane, when Anthony goes down like that, where's the balance when you're like coaching in the game? You obviously have to continue coaching, but you're concerned for a player. So what's that balance like when I would imagine you're feeling for him, but then you also have to prepare. Okay, things might have changed, my game plan, things like that with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, no, that's a good question, James. I think obviously when a player goes down, it's obviously tough on everyone, but you got to focus in on the task at hand as a coach, and trust your preparation, and trust the guys that whoever's coming in. Whoever goes down, that next man up comes in and operates at a high level.
And then real quick, do you get in like an update at halftime at all? Or do you just like, hey, I'm locked into these 15 minutes I have, 13 minutes, whatever it is, to like get my team prepared for the second half?
Yeah, no, I get a quick update, on those things, just real quick, whatever the injuries are, whether it's a shoulder or a knee or something, whatever. I'll get a quick update on that. Yeah.
Greg.
So with Gardner being the guy for the next however many weeks, do you wrap him in bubble wrap? I mean, do you call games a little different, knowing that he's not just a one-time starter, but you might not need him 4 or 5, however many times you need him?
I think with anything, especially the quarterback position, you got to build your offense around what that guy does well. And so with him being the guy, obviously this week, we're going to build, the offense around this week, what he does well.
Actually, one more for you, Shane. Would you consider changing the offense at all whenever Anthony is available to come back, or is that something you have to just kind of look at when you cross that bridge, if that makes sense?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it gets time.